So we have started our discussion about chemical coordination, and we have said that chemical coordination is with the help of hormones, and these hormones are released by glands, specific glands called as endocrine gland. So let's study a small classification of glands. So what are glands? Glands are specialized organs in our body which gives out some secretions, right? So they give some secretions, something they will secrete out, and that's why we call them as glands. And glands are basically classified into two, that is exocrine glands and endocrine glands. So what is their difference? What is an exocrine gland? What is an endocrine gland? Give difference. So I think you know some points. Please note it down on your note. Take a pause and note it. I think you have written your answers. So let's check what are the differences. Exocrine glands are those glands that have a duct. Yeah, they are having duct. So the glands which have a duct can be called as exocrine gland. And the one which do not have a duct is called as endocrine gland. Right, 1 point. The basic difference is that exocrine glands secrete enzymes and other substrates too. Even we could say that they mainly secrete enzymes. Even there are glands which won't secrete enzymes but secrete oil, sebum, etc. So even then we could say that most of them secretes enzymes, oils, or even excretory products. Whereas endocrine glands secrete hormones. So what are enzymes and what are hormones? Let's check. Enzymes are the chemical substances which act as a catalyst in our biological system. You know catalyst in chemistry, you have studied what the term catalyst means. Catalysts are the substances that helps in conversion of a reaction. They won't take part in a reaction but helps in converting one substance or will aid in reactions. If these two have to react together and form a carbohydrate or form a glucose, here the reaction is helped by some materials, and these materials are called as catalyst. And enzymes are biological catalysts. That means they are present in the biological body or in the living body. Whatever catalyst is present is called as enzymes. And these enzymes are secreted by glands which have a duct, and we call them as exocrine glands. And hormones. What are hormones? They are also chemical substances. This also is a protein. This also is a protein, but is a different protein which really helps in chemical coordination. As like a nerve, they help in coordination. They never helps to transfer one substance to other, rather than they helps in chemical coordination. And hence called as hormones. And now we have discussed the basic difference between an exocrine gland and an endocrine gland. We have to only focus about these endocrine glands, since we are only dealing with the hormones and chemical coordination. We are going to deal with the endocrine glands. And there are some glands which have both these peculiarities. Maybe exocrine also is an endocrine gland, and such glands are called as heterocrine glands. Those glands which are exocrine as well as endocrine are called as heterocrine glands, and these glands have both exocrine and endocrine nature. That means they will secrete enzymes as well as they will secrete hormones. Can you give me some examples of heterocline glands in your body? Yeah, you know it. Pancreas is an example of heterocrine gland which produces the enzymes called as pancreatic juice, which helps in digestion of food, and they also produces insulin and glucagon, which are the hormones. So I think now you understood the classification of glands, and we are wholly focusing on endocrine glands and some of the heterocline glands which have some exocrine natures too. Thank you. Taking note of this class.